just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from South Florida. On the return, Malik Washington. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Go ahead.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, here's Tua. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Hill brought in motion.
Hey, 21 TA.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. To return is Williams. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
On two, ready?
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, here we go.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for
Gun.
1st and 10.
Got.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver.
Here we go.
It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Brown. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back to South Florida after this.
On 1, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. A carry here for Brown. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Gun. Got. 11 MT. Got.
On the ground, it's Brown. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That'll be a 1st down, a gain of 10. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Here we go.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
On 1, ready?
He'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, get set. Set.
Here's Tagovailoa. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready.
Man in motion is Barrios.
Turbo wide. Let's go. Set.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And the Bengals will take over here just past the 30.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get set. Set.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
On 1, ready?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Gun. Set. Set.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
On 2.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go. Set.
Burrow to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either ended up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bengals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Here's 2. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. Lots of space past the 45. And they are finally going to get him down at the Bengals' 31-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 39 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here just past the 30.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bengals have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll try the right side this time. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
He'll push forward here, down to about the 27. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. They face second down and 7.
Here we go. 11, MT, take. 11, stop.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
Here we go. Eleven. Stop.
Burrow now. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Miami. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the line, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
11-90.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes third down.
Get set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the first down. And it sets up fourth down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking when you found yourself with the lead in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on fourth down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
Here we go. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. Stop.
Second down, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Stop.
They go play action for Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Here we go. Stop.
On second down, they'll run. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
On 2, ready? Gun. Dot.
They'll drop to throw. He's got it at about the 8. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
On 1, ready?
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up. Be aggressive and extend this drive.
Here we go. $180. Lights on. 12. Turbo touch. Dot.
Oh, and now movement up front, trying to get the defense to jump. One of the offensive linemen moved instead. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. His kick is good. He got it. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
On first down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
11. Stop.
His drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.